Hello everyone and welcome to the new session. In this video we're gonna explain an important technology called VXLAN or the Vlan extensible LAN. So what is the VXLAN? The VXLAN is a virtual extensible LAN is a network virtualization technology designed to extend layer 2 networks across a layer 3 IP infrastructure. As you can see here we have, let me bring the pen. So as you can see here, we have a server A. Let's suppose this server already in VLAN number 10, okay? And we have the address 10.0.0.1/24. In the other location, we have also the server B in the VLAN number 10, okay? And the server B has the IP 10.0.0.2/24. So right now, our objective to make server A reach the server B, okay? But in the middle, two servers in different locations, okay? Different locations. So now we need to keep VLAN 10 and keep also the network to communicate with each other, but in different locations. So in this case, we used the technology called VXLAN. The other thing, useful a large-scale data center is used in the data centers where a traditional VLAN may not provide enough segmentation for isolating workload. I give now an example about the service provider, because in the service provider you have many customers, okay? You have many customers. So in the service provider, let's suppose I have 1,000 customer, okay? So each customer, let's suppose each customer has a dedicated 5 VLANs, okay? 5 VLANs, okay? And in this case, for each customer we have a 5 VLANs, so all the customers should be what? Should have 5,000 VLANs. So in this case we can cover this, because in the traditional VLAN we have only 4,096 VLAN. In this case we need to go to VXLAN, okay? So what is the idea of using the VXLAN or how it works? So we need to know what the VXLAN terminologies. So the first is the VTP or the VXLAN tunnel endpoint, okay? VXLAN tunnel endpoint. This is responsible for what? First it is an interface, okay? VTAP is an interface, okay? This interface responsible for what? For encapsulation and decapsulation. So when we have this, if we back to this topology, so here we should have the head of the VTAP, okay? VTAP, and we have here the tail of the VTAP, okay? So it's like the GRE tunnel, okay? In the GRE tunnel we need an interface tunnel, okay? Other thing also, we need to what? We need to encapsulate the capsulation, okay, based on the VNI, okay? The VNI is like a VLAN ID, but in the VXLAN called what? Called the VXLAN network ID. This network ID has 16 million ID, okay? So that's why, in our example or previous example, we said we have 1,000 customer, need to cover this customer with VLANs, and each customer has a dedicated VLAN, like 5 VLANs. So with VXLAN, as we have 16 million, so in this case it's possible to cover the all customers, okay? So this is about VNI. So the idea here is, if we have VLAN 10, let's go here. First of all, we need to create a VTAP. A VTAP, we should have what? We should have an interface VTAP, okay? and this interface has what? Has an IP. For example, the VTAP here is 1111/32, and in the other side we have the VTAP here. VTAP is 2222/32. Okay, and this is about the VTAP. And also we have here the VLAN 10, okay, for this server A is mapped with VNI to what? To, for example, 100,010. And also here VLAN number 10 here is mapped with VNI to 110 as well. Okay, so here when we have a traffic from A going to the B, okay, so we have the original frame, which include the source MAC of the A and destination MAC of the B, okay, and the IP address 10.0.0.1, sorry, and destination to 10.0.0.2, okay. And also this is the frame example, what I said, okay, will encapsulated with what? With the VTAP, okay, plus VNI plus what? Plus the UDP port, because in the VXLAN we should have a port, okay, to understand, to make this switch understand what? Understand the VXLAN. So in the VXLAN we have a dedicated port is number 4789, okay, UDP, sure, okay. So this is about what? About the VXLAN as introduction. So we need to explain it more. We have a topology here. I will explain it also. So encapsulation and decapsulation already we discussed it. Okay, VTAP we said is responsible for encapsulation and decapsulation. So now for the flooding and learn a VXLAN. So in that case, we have usually we have four a kind of traffic. We have unicast, okay, and we have another one is called bump traffic. The bump traffic like 3-1. That's why I said 4. For example, the broadcast, okay, broadcast, and also we have unknown multicast, okay, and we have the third one, the multicast traffic. Okay, good. So in that case, in the traffic in the VXLAN, you should see this kind of traffic: unicast, point to point or one to one, and we have the broadcast one to all, okay, and we have unknown multicast, okay, and we have the multicast one to many, okay. The flooding here, when you are configured VXLAN, you have two options. You have two options to configure what? To configure, or three options, not okay, three options. We have the unicast one, unicast, and here you will define what? Define peer, your peer, okay, plus what? Plus replication. We will discuss about it in the lab, okay, peer replication. And also the second one, you have what? You have the bump traffic, which is using the multicast group. So if you have a traffic, okay, example, you have a traffic, you need to encapsulate via VXLAN, but who is responsible for transport or underlay transport is the multicast group, okay. And also we have another thing called unicast, which is peer plus replication. We're gonna discuss about it. And we have another thing is called what? EVPN, okay, VXLAN using EVPN. So this topic we're gonna cover it in the future videos, okay. So if you're going right now to VXLAN header, as I told you, we have the original we have the original layer 2 frame. So we're gonna add VXLAN header, okay, which is including VNI, okay, and we have the outer UDP. As I told you, we need to add destination port 4789, and we have the outer IP header. Outer IP header is VTAP, okay, VTAP source and VTAP destination. If we back to our example here, 1 and and 2 2, okay, good. And also for outer MAC header, outer MAC header is the interface, physical interface here, and my next hop or next hop MAC address, okay. So this is about about the VXLAN header, okay. So now if we going to here to our example here, so what I have here, I have a laptop here or server. Let's suppose we have a server here. This server already in the VLAN 10, okay, with IP address 192.168.51, okay, with a MAC address AA, okay, and the other server is connected to the same Nexus switch. So here in the VLAN 20, okay, VLAN 20, and the address is 192.168.61/24 with a MAC called BB example. And we have another server in another location in the VLAN 10 and has the same network IP here, which is 192.168.52, okay, and also in the VLAN 10, and MAC address here is CC, okay. And we have another server in the VLAN 20 with the same network as other location, 192.168.62, okay, and with the MAC address DD. This is DD name. So first of all, right now we need to know how the VXLAN encapsulate layer 2 frame. Okay, good. So let's imagine VLAN or this server in VLAN 10 want to ping or send the traffic to this VLAN 10 in the IP address 192.168.52. So in that case, we'll send ARP request. In the ARP request, including including the source IP. Source IP is 51, destination IP 52, and we have source MAC AA, which is in the server number 1, but the destination, we don't know any info about the source or about the destination IP, destination MAC, okay. In that case, we need to send a broadcast, is FFFF, okay. So now the ARP is going to to Nexus, okay. In the Nexus, you will find this frame. It should be it should be encapsulated with VXLAN, okay. This one we need to encapsulate it with with VTAP, okay, plus or we can say this one outer IP here. If we're going back to the frame here, we need to encapsulate it or add VXLAN header, outer UDP, outer IP header, and outer MAC header, okay. So if we going in orders, okay, let me erase this, just okay, good. We said we have this let me bring again the pen. We said we have this this original frame. This is the original frame. We're gonna add the MAC outer. In this case, MAC outer is is this interface, and the destination this interface, the next hop. Okay, this is about the outer. Okay, MAC source and MAC destination, plus what? Plus the IP outer. In the IP outer we have a VTAP. Okay, the VTAP I create here, the VTAP is, in our case, is VTAP is a loopback 0 is 111/32, and in the other side VTP loopback is 222/32. Plus also we mapped VLAN 10, okay, with 110. Okay, this is VNI, and VLAN 20 we mapped with 120. Okay, that's good. So the IP outer source IP here will be what? 10 or 1111/32, and the destination IP is 2222/32, this one. Okay, great. Plus what? Plus the UDP outer. So here the source port will be a random one, let's suppose 1025, and the destination port, because we are using VXLAN here, so we need to do 4789. Okay, this is about the destination. Then what? Then we have what? We have the original layer 2 frame. So now if we have here the MAC address FFFF, okay, so now the frame will be like that. The new frame will be like this one. Okay, like this one, as I show you here. We have here the outer IP, okay, the same info, and the MAC address, and also the UDP random with 4789, and also here this is the original one. So here we have the broadcast. When we have the broadcast FFF, okay, so here what will happen? So as I told you in the other slide, we said we have three options. We have unicast peer replication, and we have a multi-group multicast, and we have the EVPN. So in my case, I will use the first one, unicast peer replication. Okay, so let's suppose my nodes doesn't support multicast group and EVPN. This is just an example. Okay, so I will use the first method. In that case, this Nux switch will send a replicate about this frame, the whole frame, this frame, to what? To our neighbor. Okay, to other neighbor. So we'll send it like that. So this Nuxus in the other side receive a copy of what? Of a layer 2 what? Layer 2 or the VXLAN frame as the whole one, including the VXLAN info and including the original layer 2. Now the other Nuxus will decapsulate what? Decapsulate this frame or VXLAN frame, will decapsulate it, or VXLAN packet here. So will be what? Will be stop here. So now we remove this info. So now what we have here, I have the source is 1, okay, destination going to 2, okay, and the MAC address is A and going to FFFF. Now is going to this as a broadcast. Okay, this one will ignore it because this is VLAN 20, and here he said I am what? I am 192.168.52. So now I can give him the MAC address CC. Okay, I will remove this and set CC. Okay, then my frame is going to this Nuxus, and everything is changed here. So destination will be the source, okay, and etc. For example, destination will be 111 and source is 1111. Okay, sorry, source is 222, sorry, and the MAC address will be this interface and destination will be this. Okay, and also for the port will be random, and destination will keep it like 4789. Okay, then back to what, to this Nuxus. Then this Nuxus said, okay, where is 192.168.51? He said, yeah, is here. Okay, so I will forward the packet like that. So this is about how VXLAN encapsulate and decapsulate. I hope so everything is clear. Okay, so we will see all of this in the lab. Thank you so much for your watching and consideration. See you in the next video.